Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. The Sinner, USA Network, the 8-part series. This episode is number 3. It is called Part 3. You Jessica Biel fans ready? You Cora fans ready? Whew! Let's get to it. Cora's been locked up for a little bit. We learn that she lies. Her parents are alive. Frankie and Cora knew each other. They have a past. Do we know the truth yet? No. What we do know, that's important. Same method that Cora killed Frankie, 7 marks, is the exact same way she struck the detective. Someone in my comments last week advised that number 7, meaning a more religious number, and I think the number of completion is 7. I believe this episode we are going, because remember in my first review, I stressed that her parents had to put some type of religious thing into her head because there were so many crucifixes in that house. The very first shot that we saw of her family when the baby was blue in the mother's arms. I feel all of that's going to play into this episode. Let's get to it. Summary of her multiple evaluations basically says that she has PTSD psychosis. We said that in episode number 1's review. Didn't I say that at the end? I think she's got PTSD, reacting in that crisis mode. Cora was finally able to speak with her husband. They seemed kind of cordial on the phone. Please bring my son so I can talk to him. I want to see him. The detective goes a bit far by going to her childhood home. The first episode I said that they were crazy, but I was wrong. Her parents are bat crazy. You fill in the blank with that other word that's missing. They are bat crazy. A 23-year-old runaway. 23? Man, when I was 23, I already graduated college with my bachelor's. What are we doing? 23, you are an adult. 23, you need to be long gone out of the nest. The parents are delusional. Her parents are delusional. So far from reality that it's scary. It's sickening. Phoebe has passed away and now the mother is sick, but she had a little fresh wound right here that looked like some strangulation stuff or someone scratched her. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that situation. And the mother snapped out. Cora died when she left this house. Okay. All right. We see something different. The wallpaper's not stationary now. The part 3, the wallpaper's different. It's moving. It's active. We're looking inside of it, showing everything is advancing. Everything's moving. Everything is moving along. Everything. We get to this flashback and we see the sexual encounter. And it takes a quick left turn because this foot is on Cora's chest, or I'm assuming it's Cora's chest, and it almost breaks her sternum. Jars her. It just jars her. Jarred me too. Shoot, that was nuts. Phoebe was taunting, evil, ratchet, nasty, weird. Like, that whole family is just, the family's screwed. Y'all drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the family. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Y'all drop a comment below. So we're trying to find Caleb Walker. Evidently Caleb Walker is a popular name because it's 5 people out there. Later on, they locate the person and they say, hey, man, I was looking in the dumpster, doing my trash thing, and I saw this female laying down in the middle of the pavement. This gave me a slight headache. The detective at the grocery store, I mean, did that scene really have to be there? Did it really? What did it show? That he's sick? We already know that from the first episode. They could have kept that final scene with him laying on her. They could have kept that grocery store scene with the oranges. They could have kept the late night with your mistress crawling towards her at her house. They could have put that in the trash bin. Wasn't feeling it. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you felt. Phoebe, once again, man. We know she'll lie. Cora, on the other hand, feels like she has to have diarrhea of the mouth with the truth. What did you guys think about this whole rice on the floor? Forcing Cora to pray, or did she do it willingly? I don't know. For forgiveness and blaming Cora for her sister's sickness. But Cora believes what she was taught. You believe what you were taught. I believe what I was taught as a child. But Cora, she's a product of her environment. She's messed up. She grew up in a horrible household, and unfortunately, nobody was there to intervene and help the girl out, evidently. What did you guys think about when the rice was embedded into her kneecap? The crackers and the wine, the makeshift communion, and their infatuation with their father. It's just a lot going on. At the end of it, they deemed Cora fit to go on with the trial. Still wants to plead guilty. Before, she said, I don't know, I'm not sure. And she looks into the courtroom at the people in attendance, and she sees her parents, and her parents are piercing at her, and in her head she's like, I'm guilty, because of her whole life she's been, you know, you're wrong, everything you do is wrong, nothing you do is right. Mason confronting JD, another scene that I really was like, really, did you have to do that, guys? Did they really have to? I mean, they really didn't have to go there. We already had this whole vibe of multiple groups of people that she was involved with. We already had an idea that she was, I thought she was a prostitute. In the first, didn't I say in the first part 1 or part 2's review, I thought she was a prostitute? I still kind of think so, but maybe it's been put in her head. With the mask on over his head, she knows the voice. Did any of you guys watch Iron Fist on Netflix? And Danny, was that his name? Danny, I want to say. Well, he had got put in a comic that's now like an action show. It's on Netflix. But the guy Iron Fist was in a room, a padded room, and they had deemed him to be mentally, I guess, I don't know, incompetent or whatnot. They put him on a 48-hour hold. He was getting evaluated by his doctor, right? They kept him in the room, same way as how they had Cora. The doctor would ask the questions every day, the same question, every day the same questions, until he finally broke out. But my thing is, what if this doctor with the mask comes in every day, asks Cora's question, or does something to Cora? Same thing, that structure. Because remember I said I felt that Cora was institutionalized, in that she does things like clockwork, just like this, every day the same thing. What if this doctor comes in with the mask, sits down, says the same thing, or touches her, or did something, and when she was out on that beachside, and she heard that voice and it triggered, who knows, right? I don't know. Y'all drop a comment below, let me know what you think. Sorry, this episode I'm a little bit all over the place. YouTube has me so upset right now, you have no idea. They are bugging the heck out this week. If I missed some stuff, just drop it in the comments below and we'll chime in that way. Otherwise, shouts out to everybody in the comment section. You guys are holding it down. Good job. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.